With a name like that, Humanoids of the Deep, and this came out in 1980, you don't think I'm going to be drinking for this review? What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my horror corner. I'm Drop Dead Fred. Hope you're all doing well. Happy fucking spookies. And really quick, if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It would mean a lot, even though this sounds routine. I fucking appreciate it when you do. So with that being said, let's get this ridiculously awesome movie out the way. Directed by Barbara Peters and produced by Roger Corman himself. Came out in 1980. We are looking at Humanoids of the Deep. Now, I just found out that this movie was actually offered to be directed by Joe Dante, who has made like The Howling, Gremlins, fucking Piranha, tons of other movies. But he ended up just turning it down, and this came to Barbara Peters, who I think did an excellent fucking job. This is one batshit fucking ridiculous movie that I just watched. I watched it earlier in the week, and I loved it. I absolutely loved this movie. Now, there are bits and parts that obviously are not going to hold up, and I definitely will get into that. But for the majority, I had an absolute blast with this fucking movie. First of all, I love a creature feature. If done well, sometimes they can be boring and they don't show too much, but they show everything, and they do it so well, and it looks so cheesy, but at the same time awesome. You know what I mean? Anyways, we're rambling. I'm digressing. Let's fucking get to this. The film stars Doug McClure, Ann Turkle, Vic Morrow, and Anthony Pena. And really quick, if you don't know, the story follows a small little fishing town in California called Noyo, where it's just an everyday fishing town. People fish, they're fishermen, people work in restaurants, just your usual little tiny, quaint little town. But one day, out of the fucking blue, anytime I say out of the fucking blue, always reminds me of that line in Reservoir Dogs.
He's just gonna decide out of the fucking blue?
All the women start being attacked in this town, while all the men start just being gruesomely, brutally fucking killed. And it's left to just a few town locals, a scientist, to basically figure out what the fuck is going on and fend for themselves. Damn, this movie was fun. I cannot say that enough. Again, there's little bits and parts that do not hold up, but I definitely just had a great time with the movie. There are dislikes, and I want to go over those first. I just don't get I guess it's for shock value, but I just don't get why the need to kill animals in the fucking movies. And it's just something I hate. I fucking hate it. I remember when Joe Bob hosted Cannibal Holocaust. That was my first time watching it ever. And most likely will be my last time. It's so fucked up. But there's fucking 4 dogs that die in this movie. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? First of all, I also need to say that within the first 10 to 15 minutes, I want to say 12 at the most, this movie breaks the big no-nos. You don't kill animals, and you don't kill kids. And that's exactly what happens. Oh, fuck, man. It's love-hate, because you love these horror movies, but then they do some bullshit where they kill 4 fucking dogs in this movie. And another big thing I hate was, I guess not hate, but a dislike, was some of the dialogue. Like I said, this movie there's little bits and parts that do not hold up, and a lot of it has to do with the dialogue towards the Native American guy. They refer to him with this fucking slang term, and it's just, they call him, the Indian. I'm gonna do quotations marks because that's fucked up, but it's, 1980, I want to say, I've done this before, but as Frank Reynolds would say,
those were the days.
Which is fucked up, but I just hated that little aspect of the movie. Those are the 2 biggest things I fucking hate. Throughout the movie, we have this Dr. Ann Turkle, who plays Dr. Susan Drake, and she's badass. She's fucking kick-ass. She's the one that, comes with all the theories and all the answers. She's the big brains. She's the scientist. All these other people are just fucking fishermen, which is not demeaning in any way. But you know what I'm trying to get. But the reason I'm bringing this up, because not a lot of the characters, but some characters or a certain one tends to put her down because she's a woman. And there's an excellent line in the movie where, I'll get into that scene a little later, but she basically...
Seem damn sure yourself.
I have to be with men like you around.
Boom, drop the mic. That is so fucking true how it had to have been back then for women, and probably today. It's just fucking bullshit. And I thought that was gonna be a dislike. Like, I hate how they're kind of portraying this woman or how they're treating her. But overall, she's the one that ends up fucking, like I said, coming up with the theories, coming up with the fucking brains, the brains of the operation. I don't know. It was awesome. So shout out to you, Ann Turkle, and I just thought you were absolutely phenomenal in this movie. Another thing I really enjoyed about this movie was the music. I felt like the music, and it's nothing that's gonna stand out. Oh shit. Look, I sat down to avoid hitting things, and I'm still fucking hitting things. Damn it, Nye. But no, the music I thought was excellent. And like I said, it's not going to stand out. It's not going to be like, Tubular Bells, the Halloween theme, stuff like that. But a lot of the music went really well with bringing tension to the scenes and just adding an extra depth to it. It's nothing standoutish, but when you're watching it, it helps you get invested and immersed into the movie. All right, let's talk about these creatures, because they look fucking stupid, but in a cool kick-ass way. I don't know. That's the best way to the movie is ridiculously awesome, and that alone the creature design should just tell you right off the bat. They have these weird reptilian bodies, and it doesn't make sense because there's one creature with elongated arms, and I don't understand I don't get what the one has the extra long arms, but then all the other creatures. It's just a little inconsistent there now that I think about it, but it doesn't matter. They're fucking slimy. They're fucking gooey. I love when it's Jim, the doctor, and Johnny. They're looking for clues, and they end up finding a little habitat of theirs, and just their little home alone looks fucking nasty. I hate seaweed. I hate all that shit. The ocean, and yeah, Jaws was the movie to do that for me. I fucking do not want to. I'll love to go look at the ocean, but I do not want to go in the ocean. And seaweed was always one thing that it just felt weird when I would go and you would feel all the grass and all that stuff under there. It felt abnormal to me. That's all. So yeah, their habitat where they're living and everything, it's just fucking it's grimy, it's gooey, it looks like a fucking sea dump. I don't know how to explain it, but it was awesome at the same time. Also, we have 3 freaking explosions in this movie. 3! Not 1, not 2, but fucking 3 explosions, and we have a variety, if you will. We have a fucking boat explosion. We have a house explosion, which is just set off by a Molotov cocktail being thrown, and it just all of a sudden the house blows up for some reason. And then for another reason, we have a car explosion that this person is driving, she's being attacked, and she ends up driving off the bridge. And as soon as her car hits the water, just fucking explosion for no reason. I also really enjoyed the freaking kills in this movie. Holy shit. All the men just being fucking mauled across the face and chest. We have one dude getting his head ripped off. It's fucking insane. But unfortunately, the women, I feel get the shittier end of the stick here. Because while the men are being gruesomely fucking slaughtered, the women are basically being hunted down for childbearing. That is the ultimate mission of these creatures, is they're kind of going through this evolution phases, and their last phase is to like mate with man and create their like final evolution. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucked up. Like 100% sure. This is straight 100% exploitation. We got the 3 fucking B's, as Joe Bob would say it.
Blood, beast, movies, and more.
And last but not least, the story itself was really cool. It's nothing new, but the way they delivered it was awesome. It's not your like typical 80s trash shit movie, like where you would watch one time and you're like, oh, okay, that was fun, you know. But this is a movie where I feel like it's definitely rewatchable. I watched the thing like 3 or 4 times already, had a blast every single freaking time. But it's just your typical man fucking with nature and nature just fucking back. I want to talk about the opening scene because it really kind of sets up the movie, and they break like that one rule where like, you know, well, as far as I've always heard, you know, you don't kill kids and you don't kill pets. And right off the bat, what do we have? We have one hell of a freak accident. Group of fishermen are out on the boat, you know, they end up catching one of the creatures, but they don't know that. It's in the net. And the captain of the ship has his son on board. Fast forward a little bit, and you find out the son has been kind of slacking, not paying too much attention to what's going on. The dad tells him to go get the gasoline to fill up the boat because he's been lazy all day. How the fuck you let this shit happen? So as the kid's pouring gasoline, the dad calls him over for whatever reason, and the boat kind of rocks. The gasoline, while it's pouring, tips over and falls and starts pouring on the ground, the floor of the boat. The kid got called over by his dad to help out with the fucking net and ends up getting lunged because the boat tilts, falls into the fucking sea, and you see just blood, and right off the bat you just know, oh fuck, this kid just got killed by that creature. But oh, we're not done, because we still got the boat explosion net, which it does make sense, but it's just so ridiculous. It's right off the bat, because the movie starts with this very chill music, very quaint, beautiful music. Then you end up having this crazy freak accident. But anyways, so the kid falls into the water. Dad's freaking out. Somebody goes to get her flare gun. They run back out to the dock. They slip on the gasoline that fucking got poured on the ground, shoot the gun off. The flare gun hits the gasoline and just whole boat fucking explodes. What the fuck? It's so over the top, and I feel like it definitely sets it up for like the tone of the movie. And within the next scene, you have the freaking dog death, which is kind of bullshit. But like I said, those first 15 minutes of the movie are like, what the fuck? What just happened? Really quick, they also do one of these, oh my god, moments when it's right after examining the body. They figure out, you know, the doctor, Susan Drake, she theorizes all this stuff. And then Jim's just like, wait, the fair is tonight. And the doctor's just, oh my god. I fucking love those moments. So there's this huge freaking fair going on, right? And Jim and Dr. Susan end up bringing the specimen to show everybody, hey, look, this shit is real. People are fucking being killed by these creatures. And within seconds of them showing everybody, the chaos begins. I mean, these fools pop up from under the dogs. They just start killing all the men. It is absolutely bananas.
This day is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This day is bananas. B-A.
Like, seriously, you have men, like, there's this one dude that ends up getting, like, just his head pulled the fuck off. You know, the women are being attacked. There's this, you know, before all the chaos happens, there's, like, a DJ there, you know, just kind of narrating the night. You know, hey, everybody, this is so-and-so coming down over here at the dock. Please be sure to, you know what I'm talking about, that type of DJ. And he ends up, like, narrating, like, everything happening. It's so fucking funny. You hear it like through the radio in another scene, you know, everybody's dying, she's running for her life. And then there's also the scene where like one of the humanoids is on the carousel, and like every time it goes around it's like getting closer, and like the third time it goes around you just see like this dead body. This is so stupid. But it's stupid in like such a good way. I don't know, and it sucks. Like I don't know. You gotta understand what I mean when I say that. You just gotta be a fan of horror and cheesy horror, especially. If you're watching shit from the 80s, you're either gonna get something serious or you're gonna get something just over the top, fucking ridiculous, like this movie, you know, Killer Clowns, shit like that. But this movie is worth watching because it got a decent story, like it legitly does. It's got a good set of characters that I enjoyed. You know, the Doctor was probably my favorite. I enjoyed the Jim character. I enjoyed the Johnny character. There was like this asshole dude, Slattery. I don't remember his name, something like that. He was a good fucking protagonist. I don't know. It was a good fucking movie for sure, and I highly recommend it. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. So if you're still watching, holy shit, I'm sorry. And I praise you for enduring my fucking rambling sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I just keep going on, and I either get too excited, so I wanted to sit down so I can try to gather my thoughts, but even still, I have a hard time. Oh, I need to learn how to express myself better. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this content. I've been your host, Drop Dead Fred. As always, follow me on my social media accounts. I put out a lot of like just funny like dances, things like that, or little video messages a lot, things that I'm currently watching. I update my Twitter a lot more than I, do with Instagram and Facebook. So definitely follow me on there, but I also have Instagram and Facebook. Shut the fuck up. Happy Spookies!